memes are a love language for me. It's kind of sad but also amazing because one meme can like tell you so much about the person's sense of humor and headspace.
Okay.
So I think that's the good thing that's come out of modern love for me.
Hi guys, I'm Praveer from Mirchi and Meiyang Chang and Nikhita Gandhi are really distracting me, so I'm kind of losing the plot. I am with some amazing musicians and singers who have given music and songs for modern love Mumbai.
You're so distracted, buddy.
I need that coffee, Nikita. I need that coffee. How does it feel to give music for such a beautiful, so many amazing stories?
Series that's made on such a large scale and it feels really good and it's all about love. So I've sung a song called The Same.
Close your eyes and realize that you're sane.
Which features in the episode called I Love Thane. I think the song just explores the beauty of simple things and kind of having something very organic in your relationship, which is reflected in the episode as well. It made me so happy and also made me feel so lonely because I'm single.
Oh, you are considered as the Cristiano Ronaldo of the OTT platform because you have completely cracked the code of giving music to these amazing OTT stuff. So tell me about that thing here.
First thing I did was Little Things and that was great. And from that point onwards, things really got in. But it's not like I hadn't done cinematic work before this. I got into movies in 2011 with a film called Gandu.
What was the kind of brief that you got for Modern Love Mumbai?
Well, I was working with Dhruv. Even in the initial stages, he would come. He was not a director, he was an actor and a writer, but he had a strong opinion on music. The song is about Saiba. Saiba, the character, actually she's trying to get out of a construct. So I think the lyrics, what I tried to communicate in the song, in the lyrics is that getting out of your constructed area and finding something beautiful. So that's why throw it out of the window so you can rush to the ground just to catch it again.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right, Kamakshi, you have been in the indie scene for so long. I mean, you have been giving such amazing songs. But now, over the past few years, we've seen, a lot of OTT platforms.
It's not something that I ever had in mind. I've always really just wanted to put my music out there. And I think in 2020, I started releasing music in Hindi, which was what I think changed things around a lot. So the last thing that I did before Modern Love was the Fame Game, where a song that the person behind Gehraiyaan, and I kind of wrote in the lockdown, like on Zoom calls and everything, just as an experiment. We were just trying to have fun. We had no intention for it to be in a film or anything or in a show. And it got synced to the show, which is completely new as like a possibility that I never thought.
Is there a sort of a departure from the indiness that you have
Not
to do?
really. I think it's nice to get out of your comfort zone and work with people and work with bigger teams and get out of your own head and out of your own little zone of writing music alone.
What are the things that you have been doing and what are the things that you've been doing on the show as a singer and as an actor? Or आगे क्या-क्या करने वाले हो?
It's an interesting phase. Last year was definitely very interesting in terms of all the roles that were offered to me.
Yeah.
A departure from, so after Badmash Company, after Byomkesh Bakshi, either I was getting the same kind of roles or I was getting something which was not meaty enough. Of course, I don't want to just sit at home and do nothing, but I don't want this either. And that's a question of choices. Funny aspect or the ironical aspect in my life is that I started off as a singer. And एक phase था when I was not enjoying the music bit of it, which is why the hosting, the acting was released. It was an escape.
This show is also about how love can exist in so many different formats. You know, it doesn't have to be like the person you're with or like a romantic kind of love. There are things you fall in love with. There are people to fall in love with, and not in a romantic way. I love that concept, and I think one thing about Bombay, which I loved, is that I got to have my own pets for the first time. Like, these are things that, like aspirations, however small it may seem, that you have as a kid, and then you get to experience these kinds of love.
But I also have this one very interesting question that I'm sure that each of one of you would want to say, that every generation does something in love which is modern. So what is that sort of a thing that you guys have done, which was modern as per like the 90s standards or the early 2000s standard?
I have that.
Please tell me.
I think sharing memes and saying this meme reminds me of you.
Well, I'm from a different time. So the thing is that getting a divorce and doing a second marriage, it was a very modern thing to do.
memes are a love language for me. It's kind of sad but also amazing because one meme can like tell you so much about the person's sense of humor and headspace.
Okay.
So I think that's the good thing that's come out of modern love for me.
We exchange a lot of songs, right? And our musical tastes are so different. But the exchange of those different genres of music, languages, styles, मुझे वो बहुत interesting लगता है because कई बार ऐसा होता है कि जो मैं सुनता हूँ तुम्हें सुनना चाहिए, जो तुम सुनते हो मुझे सुनना चाहिए. Out here we are really exploring a lot. That helps you know that you can enjoy things that you're not used to.
I know we're talking about modern love language.
Yeah.
We don't call people that much. And that's something that is oxymoronish to your question. But if I feel like calling somebody and just speaking to them without having anything to like say, without a topic to discuss, I think that's when you really feel complete.
To keep in mind in the present sort of scenario of love and relationships, what is that one advice you would want to give?
Advice.
Call people.
Call people. Okay. What about you, Chang?
Probably actually go back in time, write letters.
I think I want advice from people. So if anybody has
If you guys
any
are watching.
advice, please give it to me.
My advice is like we are living in a very, very horrible time. I think there's a lot of rubbish going on in the world right now. And my advice is like don't let anyone stop you. You find love.
Yeah.
It's the best thing that you can find.
As I grow up, I feel like good listeners are really hard to find. And listening is a very important
We need to
love
clap on that
language.
answer.
Wow,
Amazing.
thank you.
Thank you, guys. It's Praveer signing off, and Nikhita, Meiyang, Kamakshi, Neel, and
Karshni.
Karshni.
Gosh.